Hello, 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 everyone. Let's see if um, I hit all the buttons correctly. I think so. All right. Good morning, Gail. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you. It's a little weird being here on a Tuesday, but it's just the way the calendar works this week. Um, I'll be busy like all day. Cross my fingers, not all day. Um, doing a thing. Doing a thing. Thank you so much for letting me know that you can see me and hear me. Um, and today's video might be a little bit longer than normal, but we're going to be making, let's see, oops. Good morning, Lola. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you so much. Um, what are we doing? I feel like it's been a hot minute. It's definitely been a hot minute that I've been consistent with this. I was writing the email that's going to go out tomorrow, and for the Funfold Wednesday, I've already done the video. But the last time I sent out a Funfold Wednesday email was May 13th, so it's been over 6 weeks. So get back in the swing of things, and just happy to be here. So thank you guys for being here. Today's video, we are going to be making a little booklet. I got the privilege of going to a girls' summer camp, and I was one of their activities. And so they got to make this little booklet, and I'm going to show you guys the inspiration, and then what we're going to create, or what we created, and then how I'm going to even like morph it again into something else. So hopefully you guys stick around for this video. If you are new here, if you just stumbled upon this video, my name is Jennifer Olea. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I keep forgetting to text you back, Lola. Okay, I will do it today. Um, but yeah, I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Yuma, Arizona. And the weather's been really good. So let's cross our fingers, right? All right, let's make the table bigger and start this project. Let's see. I know how to do this. It's like riding a bike. I could do this. I could do this. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, this is how you can find me on all the socials. And let's see. I just want to move my phone. Okay, so I am going to stamp with this bundle. It's called Extraordinary Life. And I wanted to show you sometimes I photocopy the stamps when they come in. And when I do this, I'm very happy. When I don't do it, I get frustrated. But what I do is I will cut this to size, right, to fit in the package. But this way I know how the stamps fit on their plastic. Because sometimes they fit the way the picture is and sometimes they don't. So this stamp set does not fit the way the picture is. So it just helps me when I try to but so that's my little tip for you. We're also going to be using the stamp set. I needed to make sure I was reading my cursive right. I was like, that does say learning, right? Okay, so we're going to be using some of those stamp sets. We're also I'm pulling in a bunch of stamp sets. This is Mixed Florals, which is probably not available anymore. Ridiculous. I can't even say this word. Ridiculously Awesome. And I know book or like a camp book, right? Where they could sign each other's, they could write about like what their favorite activity was at the camp. They did all sorts of stuff. Let's see, Gail said, I've been stamping all the stamps before I take any off and stamp the inside of the paper enclosed. You've just been stamping on this paper? Yeah, I see that. I almost, with one of these stamps, I almost like inked up the whole thing and just flipped it over and stamped it. But whatever works for you, right? Okay, so this book, this is what the girls made. And so it's this little book. And I thought they could write like great summer, whatever. And I learned once I got there that on one of the evenings, they were going to have to like present to their parents and say like what their favorite activity was and all that stuff. So the teacher had them actually write in this little booklet like all the stuff so that they could just take this up and remember what they were going to say. So they did some stamping and some coloring. They did a lot of gluing. I actually did the embossing for them. We were going to do it, but just time wise, we kind of skipped a few steps in once I got there and had things like rolling. But I pulled a bunch of just random stuff. This designer series paper is all from like an old celebration pack that I knew I had a lot of. And so that way everybody's could kind of be the same. Let's see, Lola says, I stamped the inside of the package once, but it's smeared. So now I outline all the stamps with a Sharpie on the plastic. Ooh, that's good. I could see that. Yeah, that'd be cool. Sometimes I hold, if I don't Xerox it, if I don't copy it, I hold up the plastic and there's a little outline you can kind of see. And so sometimes it's like my best guess, but if you pull them on and off, that eventually goes away. So that's why, all good tips, all good tips. Okay. So this booklet was inspired by this booklet that I received probably 15 years ago. And I've been holding on to it. And it was tied, but I took it apart for the templates. And so this is what helped me kind of recreate this book. So typically, when I do a video, I have one of these baskets. If you've been to one of my classes, you know that every card has a basket and all the supplies you need for it are typically in there unless I forget something. But in this case, I have 4 baskets because there's 4 pages. So I just created each page as like it was its own project. And then we put all 4 pages together. So I kind of broke it down a little bit. Oh, I also used this guy, Cutest Crew. And I used this guy, the Stamp and Cut in a Boss. So let's see. I want to start with the first page, which is this one. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Where I used this die. I pulled out all sorts of blends. I think it was on a video. I talked about how I haven't really been using my blends, but I pulled out all sorts of blends for the girls to use, and a lot of them said that coloring was like their favorite part. Or the front page. They really like coloring the birds. So, okay, let's get working. So this paper, this booklet is on the side. Creating piles over here, so I can only imagine that I'm going to have to be looking for something soon. This guy is 4 1/4 by 9 3/4, and this one is scored at 6 1/2. So every page is the same size. They're just all scored a little bit different, so that way they're like little tabs, right? So you can see just kind of the outline of each page. So for the front. And I use my Crop-A-Dile to do these holes. But I need this ribbon. It's very pretty, sparkly. All the girls wanted this ribbon. I gave them options of like 3 different ribbons, and they all chose the sparkly ribbon. But let's see. Okay, so we did some tone on tone on the like the front, right? So this is the front page. And I just took the little butterflies from the Cutest Crew, just kind of stamped them all over. Now I know they're not going to be seen, right? Because this guy's going to cover it up. So I'm just going around that, around the edge. And I think that's probably good. Yeah, that's good. I think that's good. Okay, now for the booklet that they made, I did the birds and So Glad We're Friends. But I want to turn this booklet into like a little what's currently happening in my life. Like, what am I watching? Like, my husband's laughing at me because I'm on season 10 of Jag. Jag was started probably in the early 90s. I don't know. But I'm doing a whole rerun thing. And as of right now, I'm on season 10. So I'm almost done. They only had 10 seasons. But when I'm in here crafting, that's what's playing on the TV. And he's kind of laughing at me because I can watch TV shows over and over and over again. And I actually prefer to watch TV shows over and over and over again instead of trying to pay attention to something new. And let's see if this is going to fit. It is not going to fit. So I think we're going to stamp on this. And we'll go from there. Okay. So you guys let me know. What is in the background when you're crafting? Are you listening to anything? Is it music? Is it an audiobook? Is it a podcast? Are you, I guess I need a block. Is it TV? Is it silence? Sometimes silence works for me too. Okay. I was also thinking this would be really cool if you turn these pages into gift card holders and you did it for like a student, right? Or this is what got me thinking about this is I had a friend that asked me if like her nephew was going to boot camp and what she should give him. Or yeah, like, and I'm like, well, they can't take anything. So in boot camp, they really don't need anything. But after boot camp, oh, you know what I want to do? Oh, I'll just add something to it. Okay. Okay. So this happened in camp too. So I shouldn't have put adhesive all the way over this. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add something to the back. Okay, let's see if this works. Yeah. I'm just going to add this to the back and start over again. Oops, there we go. So I don't like that at all. Let's see. Gail says, I usually have the TV on, even though there isn't much to watch these days, but it's background noise. I know, background noise. Let's try this guy. Let's do this. There we go. And if there's still adhesive on there, you get the eraser out and you just take it off. Okay. So we're going to put all the adhesive on this side. And I actually held my hand on it for the girls when we did it so that they wouldn't put too much adhesive on there. like so. Okay. But then what else are we doing? We're going to add this little strip. So I just had, I think this 1¼ strips, and I wanted to show them the texture that we could create. Now we ended up not doing the embossing because I did one and I wanted them to do another one. But we just ended up just doing the one that was already embossed. So there was, there was 8 girls, and we had, let's see, Gail said, how many girls in that class? I was just about to tell you that, Gail. Great minds think alike. There was 8 girls. So originally when I talked to my neighbor about it, she thought there would be 12. And, you know, like not everybody shows up. So 8 girls. And I kind of set up in like 4 stations, like every, we used 3 tables. So one table had 2 stations. And there was some other adults there to help me. And so once, like we went through one, we did 2 at a time. So we started out with 2, and the rest of the girls were playing some games. And then, let's see. Okay, so this guy is done. So let's put, oh no, it's not, because I want to add some stuff to this. So that's what I was going to do. And I have these cutouts, and so I thought we could add them like this. Okay, to add a little bling bling, which I think is cool. Let's see, do I want that color or do I want this color? I think I may want like that. So we started off with 2 girls, and then they worked all the way, and so like the adults helped with those first 2 girls, and then the adults stayed at their stations, and then we brought in 2 more girls, and I got them started, and then they kept going. So it was like an assembly line, and they all did really good. Like they were 5th and 6th graders, and everybody seemed to like what they were doing, the craft. So I thought it was cool. I would definitely do it again. All right, doing some glue dots just because I have them and they're here. All right. So let's see. There's that. This guy is done. So let me separate them like so. Now, the next one, I think this was a lot of gluey, but yeah. But then I added a little something to it. So I thought all the girls, would choose this bright color, but then the teacher was like, but if you want people to sign your book, choose the lighter one. And so there were lighter papers, and so I pretty much came back with all this bright paper. They could have flipped it over like this, but on this color, I'm not really a fan of this color combination. So I am going to do this, but I was thinking, like, if you wanted to write something on here, you just put a lighter color on. So that's what we're going to do. And I think I'm already losing stamps. So, oh, maybe I wanted to do this. All right, let's see. Lola says, I have the TV on news so I can concentrate on my card making, but have something to watch when I want. Yeah. Oh, see, there's the lighter shade. Everybody picked this one, or there was one that was kind of Peakish Baby Calypso Coral. I picked that one instead. Okay, so let's add this guy. And I tried to teach them 4 corners, not like a whole bunch of seal, because I was pretty low on seal. And I did not want to pay for like overnight shipping. I could have went to, the box store and bought some more, but I was like, no, I think we'll be good. So it all worked out. But I did order a bunch of seal, just not overnight shipped. Okay. And so I pulled out, I have a bunch of these little guys, right? Like little punch out stuff or this ephemera. And so I just let them kind of go to town. They had to only pick so many of these guys because I only had so much. Because one little girl started like putting those flowers on every single page. But I didn't want those to run out. But the ephemera, they could do whatever they wanted with. So I don't know. Sometimes now that it's all punched out, it's like, it's so overwhelming. But maybe I'll have butterflies. That'll be cool. Or black and white. Or I could color the birds. Oh, there's colored butterflies. Oh, coffee. Yeah, we'll talk about coffee. I'm becoming a little bit of a coffee snob. For a person that only started drinking coffee maybe like 8 years ago, a little bit of a snob. Okay, so I'll finish this off like later. You guys don't have to watch me decide which ephemera I'm going to put over here. But, so this guy's done. Okay, and then I pulled out the good old Stamparatus, and we stamped this, what kind of flower is this? A sunflower? A daisy? Cornflower? I'm not 100% sure, but you guys see this? Because I wanted them to color, because I figure they're, in my opinion, when I was a little girl, I love coloring. I still love coloring. So I thought that would be an easy task for them to do and accomplish. And I even told them if they don't want to color, they don't have to color, right? So we're going to ink this guy up and make sure the paper is the correct way. Typically, if I'm doing mass production, I'll do little 90-degree angles to know where the paper is supposed to go. And then, because of space, I'm going to take this guy off. Just remind me that it goes up there, please. Okay, so we're going to ink this guy up. And really, the girls, there wasn't too many inky fingers, which was pretty good. I was like, right, tap, tap, tap with the colored ink pads. So there's this guy. And we're going to put him on. This is going to go on here, or maybe we'll do this side. That's okay. Like so. And then this guy is going to go on here. But let's pull out the stamp set that I do want to use, because we'll be like, oh, maybe we should do that later. Decisions. I don't know. All right. So what projects are you guys working on now? Anything exciting? It's all exciting if you're crafting. Really, that's what I think. All right, so I'm pulling out some blends. Like I said, I pulled out all sorts just so that everybody could have a choice and they weren't just, there wasn't a bottleneck with, you know, like 4 blends. And plus they could color whatever they wanted. So this guy's kind of dark. This guy's, what is this guy? Call Me Clover. So I think I'm just going to do the highlights of this guy like this. And what is this guy? This is Shy Shamrock. Like so. I don't know. Do you guys do 3D items or are you guys just mostly cards? I used to do a lot more 3D items. When I first started scrapbooking, I did a lot of little mini albums. And so, like, when we lived on the island and lots of people came to visit us, I did like a little guest book. And so everybody that stayed in the guest room, they got like a page. So that was a fun one. I did a Marine Corps one where it's all about the hubby, but it was it's chipboard and it says USMC, and so I decorated each page. I need to find that guy. I'm not sure what I did with them. Let's do light saffron. Light saffron is very light. I don't even know. It's because light saffron tip doesn't work. Let's see, Lola said, try to make general cards using up older DSP, watching YouTube for new designs. Cards only. Cards only. I think this guy's done. That's the thing about blends. They do have a lifespan. There's this. Let's color. What is this? Fresh Freesia. Oh, I've totally reversed what my sample card was. Oh, but I was thinking that this book would be cute if you added like little gift card pockets. And so when my friend asked me, like, what could she give her nephew who's going away, I said Subway, because every military base I've ever been on, there's Subways. And then, but I also thought Domino's is good. Dunkin' Donuts. Usually I see a Dunkin' Donuts. But I was thinking gift cards. And so this would be a cute way to give somebody, you know, 2, 3, 4 gift cards versus just handing them a stack of gift cards. And everybody's favorite color, wild wheat. Let's see, Gail said, I signed up for Creative 8 Summer 2026 with Stampin' Sharon, and I am working on one of the 4 early bird fancy folds. Ooh, fun. Fun. I always think that I'm like at my end of my fancy fold ideas, and then I see something else. Or you take one and you kind of like change it a little bit. All right, So let's put this guy here. And so that guy's done. We're almost done, guys. We got one more. And then we'll go. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit longer video today, but that's okay. Okay, so we're going to put this guy here. There you go. And then I want this guy here, but I want it the correct way, so I think it's going to go like this. Gail, everything you do is online. Do you get together with anybody in person and create, or is it just online stuff? And I don't mean just like, but because of your location, everything's online. Okay, so that guy is done-ish. So let's put these guys together. And then, so here's your front. Let's see how this works. This is going to go like this. And I think the yellow is the last one. Is it? Yeah, like that. So this is our book. Let's see. You want it to get a nice, good, crisp fold, right? I'm really kind of going to keep these in order from now on. Like so. This guy needs a little folder. I can tell. Okay. Let's see, Gail said, mostly online, but I do get-togethers in my community. The ladies seem to enjoy the visiting and end up with a box of cards. That's very cool. Awesome. I don't think I told you, but my husband went up your way before the beginning of May, I guess. He went on a hunt up there. Don't ask me where exactly, because he's told me probably 5 times and I can't remember. But somewhere near you. And by near you, I mean in your, this is Providence? Is it a Providence? Let me know. Did I get that correct, Gail? I hope so. Okay. Well, thank you, Lola. Lola said she loves all the colors. It is very happy, right? So I thought that I would take this stamp set. Ooh, that is a big current one. And kind of do a little, I'll have to go like this. Oh, I should have put that on there first. Oh, but you know what I can do? I can do it on a piece of paper. And add it. What was he hunting? He was hunting a bear. So sometimes I just start cutting paper until it fits. Sometimes I don't measure it. Thank you. So on the YouTube one, I will probably put the measurements and the score for the booklet. It's pretty easy if you get the scores correctly, right? But it's a fun little book. Or you could do, you know, like Christmas. This was my Christmas, or this was my summer, or whatever. Thank you, Gail. It's easy when the idea is in front of you and you just kind of tweak it and make it what you want, right? Okay, so my thought is this will go here, and then like currently, not really plain. I guess play with paper, right? Paper crafting fun is played. But for some reason I can't read these in cursive on the stamp set. So currently learning. You know what I'm currently learning? This is my goal for summer. I want to know, I want to become um, proficient, I guess is the word I'm looking for. I want to become proficient in using my cast iron skillet. Never have I ever, I've had cast iron skillets before and I just get frustrated and I end up getting rid of them. But I bought one and I'm going to stick with it. And so this summer, my goal is to become proficient with my cast iron skillet. So that's what I'm learning right now. Cook, which all sorts of in it. So I don't know what but so I'm watching the company that makes the cast iron. So currently learning, let's see, currently, or in that same way where he likes to watch TV shows over and over again. We have a few that we like to watch. Sometimes he'll just send me a picture. Sometimes he'll just send me a picture of some random show that was probably he was watching when he was 5 or something. And, he's not 5 anymore. So there's that. And I think you guys get the idea, right? Like, it's just going to be a little book about what's going on right now for me in life. So I'm not going to tie it up yet because I'm still going to do a little bit of stamping, but just so the secret to a cast iron skillet is to condition it well first, and then it can be almost nonstick. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. The yeah, and the one I got, I think they come conditioned now, but I mean you still have to do it. And they say the myth about not being able to use soap is wrong. The company that makes the pan says that you could use soap. So I don't know. I don't know. But that's my goal. Have I used it? I have used it successfully once. Well, I've used it more than once, but I'm going to say really successfully. I made some pork chops in it that were very, very good. But yeah, that's my goal for the summer. A lot of other goals, but still, that's one of my goals. So, thank you guys so much for being here. Next week we'll be back to Wednesday, and 10 a.m. Arizona time. We'll be doing some kind of project. I don't know. I'm almost guaranteeing you it's going to be a card next week. But I wanted to show you guys this cute little book. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you guys all later. Thank you so much for being here. Bye for now. Thanks, Gail.